Hi guys, welcome to Frame by Frame. Today we are diving into Fast X. The film opens 10 years earlier in Rio de Janeiro. Crime boss Hernan Reyes, Joaquim de Almeida, and his sociopathic son Dante, Jason Momoa, are awaiting for Dom, Vin Diesel, and his crew to go for them. Their Brazil heist goes off in the streets, with Dante pursuing them alongside his father. They make it to the bridge where Dom stayed behind to ensure Reyes' demise, while Dante was knocked off the bridge and into the water. Present day in Los Angeles, Dom is showing little Brian, Leo Abelo Perry, how to drive before taking him back home for a barbecue, as Abuelita Toretto, Rita Moreno, has flown in for the occasion. They return home to the rest of the family: Letty, Michelle Rodriguez, Mia, Jordana Brewster, Tej, Chris Ludacris Bridges, Roman Tyrese Gibson, Ramsey, Natalie Emanuel, and Han Sung Kang. After Abuelita delivers a speech, everyone eats before discussing a planned heist in Rome that was supposedly commissioned by Little Nobody, Scott Eastwood. At night, Dom tells Letty how little Brian said he's not afraid of anything, but he really is afraid of losing his family. Moments later, a beaten and bloodied Cypher, Charlize Theron, shows up at the house. Dom and Letty hide little Brian before confronting their nemesis. Cypher says that they have a bigger problem coming their way in the form of Dante. He earlier came into her facility after killing 2 guards and revealing that he has kidnapped the loved ones of Cypher's henchmen, forcing them to shift loyalties so that he can go after Dom. He leaves after taking her hacking tech and having the remaining henchmen stay to kill her. Cypher fought her way out before going down an elevator shaft with one last goon before coming to the Toretto home. Dom and Letty contact Little Nobody, who has agents arrive immediately and bring Cypher into custody. They then learn that the Rome heist was a setup orchestrated by Dante, so they fly on out there. While on the streets, Tej, Roman, Ramsey, and Han move their cargo, which turns out to be a massive bomb. Dante then hacks into their trucks to make them veer into traffic before attempting to deliver the bomb to the Vatican. Dom, Letty, and Little Nobody intercept the rest of the gang and get them underground while Dante attempts to blow them all up. The bomb ends up rolling all the way down the hills and streets while Letty tries to chase Dante, only for him to get away and her getting arrested. Dom catches up to the bomb and uses a crane to knock it away from the path of the Vatican, but the ensuing blast radius causes significant damage. The gang are all branded as terrorists and go into hiding, while Dante gloats to Dom about tearing his family apart. At the agency, new director Amy's, Alan Richson, meets with Tess, Brie Larson, daughter of Mr. Nobody, Kurt Russell. Ames has been tracking the Toretto gang's history of street racing to global heisting, believing that nobody was too easy on them. While Tess argues in their defense and how they have brought down some pretty serious criminals, Amy's manages to convince the rest of the agency's board to go after them. The media then brands the gang international terrorists, resulting in Roman bringing Tej, Ramsey, and Han to London. Mia's taking care of little Brian when a team of agency mercs storms in. Mia tries to fight them off while little Brian hides, only for them to be saved by Jacob, John Cena, having been contacted by Dom. He throws a guy through the floor and bashes other villains all around. Jacob tells Mia to get somewhere safe with Brian and the kids, while he takes little Brian with him safely back to Dom. Tess finds Dom in Brazil and tells him who Dante is, letting Dom know why he's going after him. He asks for help in exonerating them and for getting Letty out, as she has been taken to a secret agency base. Tess meets with Letty and creates a plan to get her moved out of there and into another location by making it look like Letty is attacking her. Dom goes to a street racing event to meet with Diogo, Luis da Silva Jr., along with a young woman named Isabel, Daniela Melchior, that Dom knows. Dante shows up and challenges Dom to a street race alongside Diogo and Isabel. During the race, Dante makes Dom choose which of the two will die, as he has set up bombs under their cars. Dom ends up trying to slow Isabel down, making Dante blow up Diogo on the track. Dante then tries to go for Isabel anyway, but Dom knocks the bomb off her car despite making her crash. Dom pulls her out of the wreck while Dante gets away. Dante tracks Jacob and little Brian's location, but Jacob comes prepared with a cannon-loaded vehicle that blows the goons up. Little Brian attempts to help by climbing out the back, but this gives Dante an opportunity to swipe the boy from the car. Jacob alerts Dom before he can reach his brother. Dom is dropped out of a jet in his car before two of Dante's sniper's choppers shoot his car with harpoons. But then Dom drives off the bridge and makes them collide and explode. Jacob then gives Dom a chance to flee by sacrificing himself, flipping his bomb-filled car onto the incoming goons, and going out in a tragic but epic blaze of glory. Dom reaches Dante's car and gets little Brian to fly out and into Dom's car. Dante then has two oil tankers attempt to run into Dom and little Brian over a dam, so he does the only reasonable thing and drives the car down the dam while the tankers blow each other up, forcing Dom to hit the nitro hard so that they can outrun the ensuing fireball. Just when it looks like Dom and little Brian are safe, a plane carrying the rest of Dom's gang get hit by a missile ordered by none other than Amy's, who was working with Dante ever since the Rio heist. Dom watches as his friends crash into a mountain. Dante declares that Dom has had his suffering, now he can die. He then rigs the entire dam to blow in a matter of seconds. Dom can only look at his son with fear. Back in Antarctica, Letty and Cypher emerge from the facility and see a humongous submarine emerge from the ice, piloted by Giselle, Gal Gadot. Letty looks on in shock while Cypher appears to have planned for this all along. Midway through the credits, a team of cops swarm an abandoned Dante facility. One of the men finds a ringing phone and answers it, hearing Dante's voice marking him as his next target. For he is the man that personally executed his father on that fateful day. The man, of course, is none other than Luke Hobbs, Dwayne Johnson. He simply tells Dante, "I ain't hard to find, you some bitch," before crushing the phone to dust. Dom finds his family torn apart by Dante Reyes, the vengeful psychopath son of the crime lord robbed and killed by the Toretto gang in Rio 10 years earlier. By this, the movie ends.